Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, the King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances are usually very good value for money. They smell good. They're usually under the radar. Not many people talk about them. I think at least you should do research, try them for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have another unboxing and first impression for you, and this is a brand from United States of America, and this is a designer brand. It's called Paul Sebastian. Paul Sebastian has been around for I think early 1970s. Obviously their main business is clothing, especially for ladies, but since 1985 they ventured to perfumes. They don't have that many perfume in their portfolio. I think altogether maybe around 10 to 12 perfumes. So they're not prolific. They don't put that many. But I heard when they do, they make a good perfume. So this one is the originator. It's called Paul Sebastian Design. Is EDP as far as I can tell, and it's 100 ml. In United Kingdom you can find it under £30, and this one is the originator because this one the first perfume to come out of the brand Paul Sebastian. Is targeted for ladies, and let's see how it goes. But before I do the unboxing, please, if you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable or entertaining, please don't forget to hit those buttons. This way you help me, encourage me, motivate me to bring you perfumes like this in future that nobody else is talking about. They're amazing value for money, they smell great, and they could be a hidden gem. Thank you very much. Let's go. Sorry, but by the way, I bought this from eBay, so it doesn't have a plastic on it, so it doesn't matter. So very simple box, very simple design. It says PS for Paul Sebastian, and here it says design. Is a very classical, is very the retro design to the box. Very simplistic, very minimalistic. It says on it made in USA in the back. And let's see the bottle. Wow, the bottle is retro as well, very retro. Basically designed like I think it's like a flower, and nice curvy bottle, but again on the simple side, nothing to brag about. And it says design around the neck of the cap. The cap is red, and yeah, I think it's red color, red, and it opens like this. And atomizer is old-fashioned and is gold, which I don't mind a bit. Here we go. Let's see how this one goes. Good atomizer, although it's a it's not pressurized, but it's very, very good. So how is the smell of this fragrance? So this is targeted for ladies, and woo, it's very strong. Oh, I can smell ylang ylang. Woo, very, very strong. Here we go. First impression. Wow. So 1985, and it smells like 1985. So it smells classic. It smells from the era of 70s and 80s. It smells very floral. So this is super floral. It's layered with florals and more florals. Right away there are white florals, definitely. I'm smelling jasmine, I'm smelling gardenia. Yeah, I'm smelling gardenia. I'm smelling, is that carnation? Yeah, carnation. And I'm smelling ylang ylang, and these are the tip of the iceberg. So there are so many layers of florals in here. So first thing first, you need to like your floral fragrances to enjoy this. So let's see what else is in there. It's quite ambery, but the amber in here is very fluffy, very effervescent. It's very airy, so it's an airy amber, and it's quite sweet. The sweetness from 0 to 10 being the sweetest right now for the first impression is around 5 to 6. So it is on the moderate side of sweetness. It's not too sweet, and also a hint of woodiness in the base, not too much, just to give it a lift. It's a sandalwood cedar combination. It's very, very clean. Overall, this fragrance is very clean. It's quite soapy in the same time. Yeah, because of those layers and layers of the florals, it gives it a soapy feel. So it's quite soapy, it's very clean, it's very reminiscent of shampoos, shower gels. It's like basically when you put it on, you'd smell like you just came out of the shower, but with a huge floral aspect. Wow. But for me, for my taste, for my age, for my experience, this is beautiful. Very well done. So well done. So amalgamation of this fragrance is so good that it's very hard to pick up notes. Okay, so whoever designed this, pun intended, the perfumer, the people who put this together, they have a good knowledge of perfumery. It's a very well blended, it's very smooth, it's very rounded, it's very uni-bodied, is very, very well done. So let's see what they say in terms of notes breakdown, and we take it from there. So this is according to Fragrantica. On top we have tuberose, we have jasmine, orange blossom and peach. In the mid we have gardenia, honeysuckle, carnation, lilac, ylang ylang and rose. And in the base we have musk, civet, sandalwood and blackcurrant. All right, so first thing first, civet I don't get. Maybe when he was first released in 1985, because don't forget in 70s and 80s they utilized animalic notes and chords much more than now. So civet must have been in here somehow, but at the moment there is nothing, or at least for first impression, there is no animalicness to this fragrance whatsoever. Florals, yes, look at this, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 florals. So as I said, it's a layers of florals. So tuberose, jasmine and orange blossom white florals are dominant here, and it is quite tuberosey actually. It's the tuberose is in here is quite on the chalky side and it's powdery. So it is quite powdery in the same time. It's soapy and it's very powdery in the same time. Not super powdery, it doesn't go to the realm of baby powder, but it is a hint of powderiness in here. So the tuberose, jasmine and orange blossom are beautiful in here, very smooth, very rounded. As I said, the amalgamation and the design, the blend of this fragrance is in a way that you cannot pick up notes. It's so well blended. The peaching in here and the blackcurrant give it a hint of fruitiness, not too much. Yeah, just a hint of fruitiness, just to give it an interesting facet. It's not a huge player. It's not like today's fruity fragrances, which are massive and dominant by fruits. No, this is just like an underline. It's like a hint. It's like a facet. Okay, so it is a little bit of facet of fruitiness, which is a peach and a blackcurrant in here. The musk is quite big as well. Yeah, very musky. So the musk is underline everything, but it is quite clean. And again, there is no animalicness, at least to my nose for now. And the sandalwood, as I said, is a very, very clean woods in the base, which is a combination of cedar sandalwood. Very clean. Again, overall this fragrance is very clean. I classify this fragrance as fresh to semi-fresh, and also I classify it as oriental floral. So it's very, very floral. Why oriental? Because it has got that oriental feel to it. For somehow it giving me that oriental feel, but overall it's on the French design, French perfumery rather than Eastern philosophy of perfumery. Okay, so massive white florals, jasmine, tuberose and orange blossom and gardenia and honeysuckle. So 5 white florals are here, and they are dominant. So they are dominant, and you need to like your floral fragrances to enjoy this. The carnation in here is gorgeous. Yeah, beautiful carnation in here. Carnation gives a fragrance it's above that green, that's above that hint of earthiness, hint of pepperiness in here, which is giving it a beautiful facet. Lilac I don't get that much, to be honest. Maybe a hint, but ylang ylang is quite big and the rose is quite apparent as well. So ylang ylang and rose are dancing together very well as well, but white florals are dominant here, so everything else is secondary. What else? That's it really. So beautiful fragrance, very well done. very well put together. For the price, still pushing out very strong. So for a first impression, is filling the room, filling the house, so it looks like it's very strong. I'll let you know in the next video the longevity, the development, things like that. But for now, for what I smell and what I get for price, under £30. By the way, in United Kingdom is under £30, but in United States and Europe is a little bit cheaper, so you might find it around £20. For that price is a bargain. It smells great. The only thing is it smells very classic. So it smells very classic, smells very mature. To my nose, this is at least 30 years and older, to be on the safe side, because a youngster won't appreciate this, especially if you are accustomed to the new generation of perfumes. This, to you or to a person who smells it, you're going to be like, oh, this is a mother or grandmother smell, because it has got that 70s and 80s feel to it. So it's very classic, it's very classy, it's very ladylike. I would say at least 30 years and older, to be on the safe side. And also in terms of gender, although this is targeted for ladies and it is quite feminine because of that big floral, I am happy to wear it, no problem. I love my floral fragrances and I'm going to wear it in the next 2 days, and I'm super happy to wear it, no problem. But if you are a man and you're not comfortable with florals, it could be too much for you. Otherwise, I would say this is unisex rather than for ladies only, but it leans a little bit on the feminine side because of those huge florals in here. In terms of let me just give you a very quick brief story of this fragrance. So white florals dominant, yes. After the white florals is the carnation, ylang ylang, and the rose. So domination of the florals, especially white florals. And it's about muskiness in the base, but the musk is quite clean overall. This fragrance is quite clean. It says animalic here. I don't get that. Nothing, you know, not animal, at least for first impression. It could be that in the dry down it gets a little bit animalic, as they say. Tuberose, yes, big tuberose, big jasmine, big gardenia, big honeysuckle in here. And all these white florals and orange blossom, all these white florals is just domination, okay? So they are like majority of this fragrance you smell, okay? Floral, yes, a hint of fruitiness, and it's powdery, a little bit dustiness to it, little bit of that soapy feel to it as well. So you need to like this kind of fragrances to enjoy this. Overall, for the first impression, yes, I'm loving it. For my taste, for my age, for my experience, this is a gorgeous fragrance. I absolutely adore it, but it's not for everybody for the reason I said, mainly because it's quite classic. So, and also it's big on the florals. As I said, this is unisex, but leaning, although it's targeted for ladies, but to my nose is unisex, leading a little bit of a hint of femininity in here. In terms of age, I would say I said 30 years and older to be on safe side. And in terms of season, this is all year round. You can use it in summer, in winter, no problem. In summer, less sprays. In winter, more sprays. And in terms of occasion, again, similar thing. You can dress it up, dress it down, daytime, nighttime, special occasion, casual, formal, informal. You can wear it to a wedding, you can wear it to work, you can wear it to anything you want. It's so versatile. So, first impression, yes, I'll give it 2 thumbs up. Absolutely gorgeous. If you can find it for a good price and you like this kind of fragrances, which is dominant by florals, this is one of the best out there. It's very well done, well put together. Ingredients are quite smelling quite natural to my nose, which is crazy for this price point. Obviously there are synthetic elements in here, but they put it in a way, they blend it and they mix it in a way that it doesn't feel synthetic at all. Okay guys, if you have it, if you know it, if you tried it, let us know your experience. That would be useful for others to read. If you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable, or entertaining, please don't forget to hit those buttons. This way you help me, encourage me, motivate me to bring you fragrances like this in future that nobody else is talking about. This is the only person who's talking about is me, nobody. And if you like to purchase one of my own fragrances and get something very beautiful in return, you could do that. I'll leave them in the link. I'm the perfumer, I'm the artist, I'm the worker. So they are true handmade perfumes just for you lucky people in the United Kingdom. I put more than 60% pure perfume oils in my perfumes, which is unheard of, and that makes them huge, bold, big personality, very long lasting, and also very unique and artistic. They are like time capsule. They take you different places, different time, and they are super beautiful, if I say myself. Thank you very much as always for watching. Thank you very much for your love and support, and I see you later. Bye bye bye.